Lately, I've been struggling a lot with anxiety. I've been traveling the world for almost 9 months, and as fun as it's been, there have been times when I just get so stressed out. Mostly, I stressed about the future. I even stress out in my sleep. One night, I woke up half crying and all panicky, and it's just been so intense lately. So I decided to do one of my healing spells on myself to finally resolve this. I arranged my grid with blue candles in the shape of a cross. The cross is an ancient alchemical symbol that represents balance, healing, a return to harmony, and neutrality. I decided on blue candles because I love color therapy, and blue for me represents the sky, the mind, and the air element. And I added pink candles as well for harmony and compassion. Because when we're feeling stressed out and fearful, that's really what we need is compassion. Fear is a maladaptive response that we go to in order to feel control, but compassion and surrender are really the higher manifestations of what we should be implementing when life just gets overwhelming. The air element is the dominant element that I'm using for this spell. It's a masculine element that governs the mind and thoughts. Since anxiety is only an illusion of fear that the mind creates, it makes sense to infuse the element of air, which represents for me the mind, into the spell in order to heal this false construct. I was guided by spirit to use coffee in the spell. I actually very rarely drink coffee, but thankfully there was some at the Airbnb where I was staying. And I think it's amazing that it's being used for the spell because it works in perfect tandem with the air element to help bring in that kind of espresso kind of shot to the mind and bring a clarity and reduce fog. Coffee has a masculine essence and it reminds me of soil. So the earthy, grounding, yet airy qualities of the coffee were a perfect complement, and I decided to just kind of put it everywhere. I think it was important for there to be a messy factor because oftentimes I like things to just be a little bit neat and wrapped up and pretty with a bow. That's just not realistic sometimes. At this point, I just start to go ham, so I decided to put it everywhere and have it be as if the candles are laying on the ground and the coffee will be like a bedrock. After that, I was guided by spirit to grab some tea bags as well from the shelf. I had no idea what was even in the tea bags because I hadn't drank it. But when I opened it, I realized it was rooibos tea. Rooibos tea is an amazing herb. It's extremely popular in South Africa. It's one of their most popular teas. It really, for me, represents South Africa as well. I do have past lifetimes here, so it's an herb that can help me connect to my ancestral lands, or one of them from which I'm from. I was guided to put some water into my coffee ground that I have in the center, in addition with my showers of abundance oil that I made far back. I have a blog about that if you want to read more about that oil, but I had a little bit left and I felt like I needed to max it out for the spell. From there, I did my invocation. Invocations are so important to the success of any spell. I bless this space with love and gratitude, the divinity of the heart and mind. May the space of purity and holiness be with me now as I cast a spell for mental clarity. I ask the divine ancestors to be with me now to open up the floodgates of my mind, my heart, my third eye, and my spirit. May I always be guided in the right direction, and may I always trust the guidance of that direction with my whole heart and mind. May I release unnecessary suffering through anxiety, stress, worry, or any illusions that may prevent me from knowing this universe as abundant, and my spirit guides as always having my back. With love and gratitude, I am here today to cleanse and purge all negativity, toxic thoughts that may be coming from the collective field or my own field, and allow them to casually and with lovingly move out of my mind and of my auric field. I now maintain a state of constant meditation in all moments. I tap in only to the higher mind and allow the higher mind to guide my every step from this day forward. With love and gratitude, so mote it be. A few minutes after I performed my healing ritual, I noticed a strong sensation of energy in my brain. I connected with my guides and higher self and asked, what's this about? And really, I was told that my amygdala was being activated and the neurological pathways in my amygdala was being rerouted and reorganized to help calm my mind and nerves and prevent me from taking normal everyday events as threats to my life. This will help me prevent going into fight or flight mode unnecessarily in the future. I was also given visions of my own Akashic records and started getting visions of actual events from past lives that caused death and harm that had been replaying in my energy field and causing me to be predisposed to stress in this lifetime. And now with the spell, those energies are being cleared from my energy field, those lifetimes of physical and emotional trauma, so I don't have to relive them every single time I get stressed out like I've been doing for most of my life. So this has been a major spell for healing. I'm calmer. I haven't had any panic attacks since I cast it. It's been going great, and I'm so excited to share it with you. I am offering Akashic record readings and healing spells as well. If you would like services of your own, you could check out my website, eringabriella.com.